Creme 2 News at 5 starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
And I'm Jane McCarthy. That attack happened earlier today in the popular Las Ramblas district. Authorities say the driver of the van swerved from side to side, running over terrified shoppers and tourists. Soon after that attack, President Donald Trump tweeted, quote, "The United States condemns the terror attack in Barcelona, Spain, and will do whatever is necessary to help. Be tough and strong. We love you."
Creme 2's Whitney Ward has been following the latest on this story. She joins us now live with more. Whitney?
Good evening. So before anything else, I want you to just take a look at this picture that really struck me today as I was perusing all of the video and the images in that immediate aftermath of the attack. You can see it's on one of the side streets. It's just two people. We don't really know who they are. We don't really know where they came from. We just know that it's two people who witnessed something really terrible. And it makes you realize how many people are victims today. Of course, we know about the 13 who were killed and the 100 more who are still hurt. A full 80 people are in the hospital right this minute, but there were easily hundreds more who witnessed the horror, as well as those who tried to tend to those injured victims who were mowed down on the street, as well as, of course, their families and their loved ones. That was the man police were looking for, believed to be the driver. Now, as we know, ISIS did claim responsibility for the attack just a few hours ago, saying the driver was one of our soldiers. We know that two people are also in custody at this hour. Just a short time ago, though, police announced neither of them is the driver. They believe that person is still on the run, and whoever it was plowed through 7 city blocks before getting out and then running away, leaving a wide swath of destruction behind him.
In a split second, it became absolute pandemonium. Something happened out on the street, and then suddenly everyone was just running, literally, for their lives.
Now, it goes back to what I was saying earlier, this ripple effect of what happened, reaching well beyond Barcelona tonight. So many people commenting on social media at this hour using that hashtag Barcelona. Almost immediately, Facebook also did activate its safety check feature so that people could let their friends and their families know if they were okay. And I also want you to take a look at this. It's a heat map of where the most chatter is taking place online, and you can see it's pretty much everywhere. In fact, I would say easily the entire world responding with just a lot of sadness about what happened today. Of course, we'll continue to track these developments for you and bring you the latest as it happens. In the studio, I'm Whitney Ward, Creme 2 News.
Okay, Whitney, thank you. One of Spokane's former basketball stars, who now coaches at Oregon State University, their men's basketball team, was in the area as the terror attack unfolded.
According to social media posts, the attack happened right in front of the hotel where the team was staying. Coach Tinkle tweeted, "Please keep all those impacted by today's tragedy in Barcelona in your thoughts and prayers." No words to describe this sadness. He also shared this video this afternoon.
This is Oregon State head men's basketball coach Wayne Tinkle talking to you right now from our hotel room in Barcelona. Our room overlooks Las Ramblas, where the tragic events took place earlier this afternoon. Just to give you a little background, we were having our team pregame meal shortly before 5 p.m. local time when things occurred here on Las Ramblas. People, mad scramble, car, van driving through, literally looking out of our window. We won't show you pictures, but some horrific sights, several fatalities within eyesight of our hotel room. So we've had multiple media requests, not comfortable doing those. I know people back home are concerned, but I don't think they understand the gravity of what occurred here today. So we're just reaching out, letting you know that we're all in good shape. All of our party and players and everyone are accounted for. We've got a couple of members that aren't with us in the hotel, but are safe until things are cleared up a little bit later on. So everything's good with our guys. Obviously going to be a tough thing to deal with here moving forward, but thank God that we're all safe and accounted for here in the hotel.
Well, Tinkle goes on to call the attack senseless and sad. The team is in Spain, by the way, to play in exhibition games. They're scheduled to be there until August 25th. You can read more about the attack and read witness accounts on our website and apps. Also follow us on Facebook and Twitter for updates, and watch Creme 2 News at 6 for the latest information as well. Well, here at home, a local man's in jail after police say he hit his girlfriend with a baseball bat more than a dozen times.
Spokane police say Jeremy Lindholm showed up to his girlfriend's work last night, grabbed a bat and started beating her. KREM 2's Amanda Rowley spoke with someone who works nearby who witnessed the attack.
Daniel Graves was working when Jeremy Lindholm allegedly attacked his coworker with a baseball bat. It was his first day at Novelty Lingerie. He says the victim tried to de-escalate the situation when Lindholm came through the door, but there was no stopping him.
Guy grabbed a baseball bat and basically started beating her up with it. It kind of comes to the point of you never know what's going to end up happening, and that you always have to be aware of your surroundings and be able to act quickly.
Court documents say Lindholm and the victim have been dating for 5 years and living together for 3. Graves says the incident hits close to home for him, as he too has been a victim of domestic violence.
When I was living over in Seattle, and my partner of almost 2 years ended up beating me up and taking a baseball bat to my arm and stabbed me 3 times.
Court documents say Lindholm told police he didn't intend to hurt the victim, but wanted police to shoot him in front of her. Police say Lindholm even admitted to punching the woman in the face. Spokane police confirmed the victim suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Today, Lindholm showed no emotion when he made his first appearance in court. He is charged with attempted second-degree murder with bond set at $100,000. The judge also gave Lindholm a no-contact order with the victim. As for Graves, he says he'll be more conscious of his surroundings at work.
If I don't feel comfortable with somebody being here or being alone, that I need to say something or speak up again.
Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
All right, to some national news. While the push to remove Confederate monuments continues to grow, the president today took to Twitter to voice his support for the monuments. Today, President Trump tweeted that it's sad to see the country being ripped apart with the, quote, removal of our beautiful statues and monuments. He goes on to write that history is something you can't change and the beautiful monuments will be missed.
Just yesterday, Baltimore's mayor had 4 statues taken down. Today, there were protests in several cities calling to remove different statues. People have been pushing to remove Confederate monuments for the last few years, but the effort ramped up, of course, this week following the events in Charlottesville. As you might imagine, there are a lot of strong opinions on both sides of this issue. Many people say the monuments represent racism. Others argue they're part of our country's history. Some people suggest they should be taken down and placed in a museum.
Well, take a look at this. The eclipse is still 4 days away, but traffic in Oregon already a nightmare. The roads near Prineville and Madras are packed with people pulling their RVs and their cars just stuffed with gear, driving to the best spots to see the eclipse. In some areas, traffic is backed up for 30 miles. And it's only Thursday.
It's only Thursday.
The eclipse happens on Monday.
This is not getting better.
I can't imagine what's going to be like this weekend.
I know.
Man. All right. Well, I know we've been talking a lot about this week, but a lot of people still searching for their eclipse glasses. And what's the right IS number for those glasses?
Those are just a few of the questions we have from many of you about the eclipse. KREM 2's Evan Noorani went to look for some of those answers. Evan?
Mark and Jen, yeah, there have been plenty of rumors going around about the eclipse, and we wanted to check into the truth on some of them. Take a look at some of the frequently asked questions that we got. One of the big questions for travelers was, will there be any highway closures planned because of the eclipse? The answer, no. We can't find any information on roads or highways being closed because of the eclipse. Now, this doesn't mean that closures won't happen for reasons like traffic collisions, just nothing as a direct result of the eclipse. And in the same category, some wondered if certain lanes will be reserved for emergency vehicles. The answer to this is no as well. That's why it's especially important not to block any highway shoulders or off-ramps, as that will be the main way emergency vehicles will travel through.
What we really want to make sure that people know, don't park alongside the road in the area of totality. Oregon Department of Transportation is worried about that. And even here in a partial totality that we'll have here in the Spokane area and eastern Washington, don't try and look at the partial eclipse as you're driving.
If you want to watch, you'll need to find a safe and legal place to park your car. Next was a question with the weather. With all of the smoke we've seen, will we be able to see the eclipse through the smoke? Well, so far, so good. There are no current air quality alerts in effect for most of eastern Washington. While fire danger is still high, most of the smoke that was in the area has left. Last, we were asked via Facebook how to verify that your eclipse glasses were the correct ones. According to the American Astronomical Society, certified glasses will be labeled with the text ISO 12312-2. So there you have it, just a couple of the answers that we got to you, and you can keep sending us your questions via Facebook or on our website. It's krem.com.
Good questions. I'm sure we'll be getting more as the eclipse get closer.
Yep.
Don't wear those eclipse glasses behind the wheel, by the way.
No.
Can't say that
State
enough.
Patrol said they had to make a video to make sure that people didn't.
You literally can't see through them.
No, you can't see anything.
All right, well, we checked all over the inland Northwest.
And it's really hard to find eclipse glasses. You probably know that. Guess what, though? We found one place where you can get your hands on them.
You'll have to wait till Monday, though. Silverwood is having an eclipse viewing event Monday morning, the day of the eclipse. You can watch at the park. They have 3,000 glasses. You do have to pay admission. The first 200 people get eclipse glasses for free. After that, you have to pay $6 for a pair. Gates to the park open at 9 a.m. And oh, by the way, they'll also have breakfast, and the rides start running at 11.
Make a day of it,
There's an option for you.
Well, to weather now, it has been just a glorious past few days, right? Especially compared to the last 2 weeks.
Hard to find anything to complain about in terms of weather. Let's get out to Tom Sherry. He's in the kitchen tonight preparing for his barbecue forecast. But first, let's talk weather, Tom.
Yeah, we're also going to talk about the fact we're taking it easy, but I think I've got an easy but great meal. We're just doing chili cheese dogs with onion tonight. I'll tell you more about that, and of course the best day to get out in your backyard and do some barbecuing coming up in just a few minutes.
Sounds perfect, Tom. Thank you.